Ladies and gentlemen, do you know? The stairwell is full of life wisdom. She's so guilty she could write a book, thinking if she'd tried harder she might save this life. Her tears are flowing like a broken faucet, and Cage silently absorbs her emotional outpour, thinking, I've never seen humans have such rich feelings. She tries to reach for Maggie's hand, but it's as futile as trying to catch smoke. That tiny gap feels like an infinite void. Maggie has severe surgery phobia, haunted by her patient's death. Scheduled surgery delayed, like a movie sequel's endless postponement. Are you crazy? Well, what can I do? Cage reports to a colleague, who nonchalantly says humans can't just see them, they have to want to. Kate decides to help Maggie regain her confidence. Playing superhero, she finds Maggie zoning out in the hospital room. Peering through the window at Maggie, she thinks, this isn't a tragedy. In the end, she gathers the courage to let Maggie see her. Are you a viewer? She quits, leaving Maggie stunned, wondering if her life had turned into a reality show. Maggie's expression falls dramatically. After all, she just lost a patient. It's not your fault. I just wished he could have lived. He's alive, but not in the way you think. I can't believe that. Do you trust them? Cage's comfort seems to have worked. Maggie manages a weak smile, still treating her like a family member of the patient. Maggie decides to take her, but looks back to find she's vanished gone. After some soul-searching, Maggie finally regains her strength and picks up the scalpel again like a brave warrior. Cage watches this unfold, feeling all sorts of emotions, but what excites her the most is Maggie's obsession with her. It's like a mystery novel. I don't want to die again, sir. Stop texting me. Ever since the brief encounter, her heart is all about new possibilities. Cage's handsome face lingers in her mind, tossing and turning at night, longing for another meet-up. She turns on the bedside lamp and finds a mysterious book sitting there, thinking, I certainly never borrowed this. Curiously, she opens it and discovers it's in her favorite genre. Her luck is through the roof. Next day, Maggie excitedly brings the book to her boyfriend, convinced he left it. Heard of spring? It's always on its way. How do you know? Her boyfriend looks bewildered. I didn't give you that book. Her boyfriend heads to the library to find borrowing info, only to realize it's a secret gathering spot for angels. Cage senses Maggie's arrival and has to reappear. Hey, Maggie, long time no see. This is amazing. They start to chat, and Maggie curiously asks about his job. Cage replies seriously, I'm a messenger of God. Maggie clearly takes it as a joke. Any insider tips? I've already given you one. Do you need my file? I usually don't have any info unless you defeat me. They chat like long-lost lovers, really getting into it. Soon they catch the attention of the angels, and Cage takes Maggie out of the library to a supermarket. In front of the fruit stand, Maggie easily picks up on the fruity aromas, while Cage awkwardly smells around like a rookie, finding nothing. As Maggie munches on a pear, she's practically in culinary heaven. It's incredible. Like honey sandy goodness melting in my mouth. Then Cage takes Maggie to the hospital, discussing cells under a microscope with utmost seriousness. They delve into discussions about cells and life, even death and heaven, with Maggie sharing her mixed emotions with Cage. She always thought she could save lives, but after that surgery, she realized some things are truly beyond her control. I feel like some things are bigger than me, and it's a bit crazy. Just as Maggie drifts in thoughts, the emergency bell rings, calling her for a new adventure. She dashes to check on the patient while Cage teleports in like a sneak attack. He becomes invisible, but the patient just has a blocked oxygen tube. No need for a trip to heaven yet. Maggie swiftly resolves the issue, feeling like Superman, and then she takes off. Just as he turns to leave, the patient suddenly speaks up. I can't see you, but I know you're there. Go back and tell them I'm still here. When Maggie returns to the lab, she finds Cage has mysteriously vanished, and her face reveals utter disappointment. Meanwhile, the Cage in the patient's room reveals himself and asks how the patient knew he was there, only to have the patient rumble off, that's none of my concern. He doesn't want to die right now. Why are you always in my room? I can only hear his neck shedding clothing. Honest. He must be the doctor. The man's words shocked Cage, who never expected to be seen through. The man proposes a deal if Cage can take him out of the hospital. He'll clear up all her questions. So they head to a restaurant where the man digs into his meal with gusto. Then he introduces himself, I'm Daniel Satellite. Satellite. A new generation of humanity? Cage thinks the name is utterly unexpected. Initially, Cage is skeptical, but Daniel accurately describes angel characteristics and hangouts, convincing her. Daniel tells Cage that angels can become human if they have enough willpower, just jump from a high place, and poof, they lose their ability. After that, he takes Cage to the top of a tower, saying, "This is where I jumped from back in the day, wish I had a parachute."